sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Well, aloha, everyone. Welcome to our Monday evening call for January 22nd. And I say aloha because that's the picture I took a few weeks ago, and Robin and I were in Kauai, Hawaii, from our lanai, our deck. That's a picture of Hanalei Bay, and it's just one of my happy places for sure. And this is another one of my happy places to be here with you tonight. And we've got some really exciting information to share. And one of my closest, dearest friends and Presidential Director Judy Daniels is going to jump on with me because she's kind of been a catalyst and a co-creator of a lot that we're going to share with you here tonight. Hello, Judy. Thanks for joining us. You're muted. There we go. Going to unmute. You're still muted, Judy.
Hello, Gregory. Here
There
I
you
am. Glad to be here. Hi, everyone.
Glad to be here too. So, it's the beginning of a new year, new cycle, and sometimes it's good to just kind of dust things off and get back to the basics. And Judy, along with Liz Hodges and I, and Robin, and a number of other leaders, we collaborate, and specifically Judy and Liz and I, we have a weekly web team meeting where we go over fine-tuning some of our different tools and websites and web pages, which Judy's been a co-creator of a lot of that. So I want to thank you, Judy. Your educational and network marketing combined backgrounds have come together beautifully here in Live Younger and LifeWave.
Yay.
So what we've done is we took a look at, what are the basics that people need to get off to a good start? I think one of the most important things that we can do as qualified sponsors when we enroll a new person is help them get off to a fast, solid start. And, and I've learned over the years, keep it simple, keep it duplicatable. I like to say kiss kid. We all love to kiss our kids, and kiss kid in our business means keep it simple, keep it duplicatable. And there's a couple really important keys. Those are important keys to your success in LifeWave. And there's two documents or two important cornerstones, if you will, in our Live Younger success system that we're going to go over with you here tonight. An updated get started checklist, because when a new person starts, I think one of the best things you can do is give them and walk them through a checklist, and which contained within the getting started checklist is our simplified 4-step daily method of operation. And this is something if people just learn, do, and teach, success is surely going to be yours. So I'm just going to switch the screen over, Judy, and jump over to our favorite training website, which is Live Younger Success. And hopefully all of you are very familiar and love it as much as we do. But we created this with a lot of collective input from field leaders on how to keep it simple, how to keep it duplicatable, yet how to be, how to have enough information that people could go beyond the initial getting started steps and move into the business basics, the product basics, robust library, and some of the other things that are contained here. But one of the most important things whenever you start a new person, I think one of the most important things you can do is for their homework is have them go to Live Younger Success and complete steps 1, 2, and 3. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. That's what we like to say. So I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3, and it's going to take us right to, boom, it takes us to, and you could go there by pulling the drop down, 1, 2, 3, go, but it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. And step 1 is downloading the InTouch app. Step 2 is our simple daily method of operation. And step 3 is staying connected. Okay, so we're going to just briefly go through these steps 1, 2, and 3, but we're not going to go through them on the website because we want to show you the new Getting Started or Get Started checklist that we just finished a few hours ago. We've been working on this diligently for the last number of days, and it's now available for you to download. And my suggestion, in addition, when you sign up a new person, in addition to sending them to Live Younger Success, send them a PDF of the Getting Started checklist. And we're talking about actually incorporating a link in the welcome letter, so it would be right there. So step 1 is, download the LifeWave InTouch app, download the free app. We encourage people to watch the short tutorials in the training section of the app. And the most important thing they do is practice sending a video to your sponsor. So if you enroll a new person and you give them their homework, and their homework is to learn, download the app and send you a video. If you get a video from them, that's a clue. If you don't, that's a clue. Okay. But everybody really needs to become proficient with the InTouch app. It's very simple and very powerful. So that's, Judy, I don't know if you want to comment anything about the InTouch app and how you use it with your teams, but I also want to say that Judy does regular weekly trainings and goes over this basic materials with her team. I just think it's a wonderful thing you're doing.
And it's training specifically for new members. So after each Monday training, I can tell by the questions that the new members ask or their comments that something isn't working. So right after I would do a Monday new member training, I'd make adjustments. So what we're bringing to you is the collective experience of a year of new member training with everybody's suggestions, advice, input. Over to you, Gregory.
Beautiful. So we're really excited. And that didn't change much from how it was. And by the way, we did change the name from Quick Start Checklist to Get Started Checklist. So you can say, hey, I'm going to send you a Get Started Checklist. And, it's got 3 basic steps that we're going to work together on. Step 2 is the most important one. This is our daily method of operation. And we fine-tuned a little bit to make it simpler. And it's only 4 steps now. It used to be 5 because the first step was connect. And we kind of made that just kind of an important note. Okay, be sure to connect heart to heart with people before attempting to pique their interest. Remember, people don't care how much you know till you know how much you care. And that's just good rapport building, relationship strategy. When you get on the phone, somebody, don't start saying, what do you know about stem cells? Say, hey, Judy, how are you? How's everything? Did the cold front hit you that hit us? In fact, I think you sent it to us because it was an Arctic blast that came down from the North Country.
There's Canada again, getting into trouble.
There you go. Hey, by the way, now I shift to step 1 in the proven plan of action, or our daily method of operation. There's very serious overlap here. I want to pique their interest. And there's a few questions. Hey, what do you know about stem cells? How's your health? Are you experiencing any of the symptoms of aging? Or are you in pain? And you got to fine tune it for who you're talking with. But there's some suggestions here. And then, oops, sorry about that. I touched the screen wrong and it changes in size. And then you can share some relevant X39 stories or yours or others you've heard. But we want to focus on X39, and that's a real key to success. When we first joined the business back in November of 2018, Robin used X39 only for the first 90 days, first 3 months, X39 only, had such amazing results when she talked to a few close friends like Judy Daniel. And Robin had some knee pain, Judy had some hip pain, and they both got immediate quick results. It's like, wow, there's something going on here. So once you pique your interest, then you share videos from In Touch or the liveyounger.com. We used to say send, but not everybody's using In Touch. That's okay, your choice. You have two choices. Send a video from In Touch or send them to liveyounger.com. Personally, even though I created liveyounger.com, I prefer In Touch because when they watch the video, I get a notice, and that is so cool. You know, that to me is one of the greatest innovations in our profession in the 35 years I've been involved. And then once you send the video, once you share a video from those two sources, follow up. The friendship and the fortunes in the follow-up, and you take the appropriate action. And there's going to be one of two things you're going to do. You know, if they're ready to enroll, do it now, move on to step 4. If they're not ready to the role, if they need more information, take the appropriate action. Maybe it's a sample. Maybe it's doing a 3-way call. Maybe it's sending another video from the app, or maybe sending them a website, or maybe you're going to send them to invite them to Power the Patch webinar. But our job is to give people enough information to make an informed decision. And we have endeavored to make it as easy as we can, so you can just point to the information. You don't need to know all the information. You just need to know where the information is and how to send it. And that really is liberating, because somebody could be joined today. If you're brand new today, listening in tonight, congratulations, because if you start doing these 4 steps tomorrow, you're going to be on track to success. I promise you that. You know, so step 4 is enroll. So pique people's interest, share the videos, and when they are ready, you know, we're not into telling and selling, we're into sharing and caring. We're not twisting arms, we're providing information. People get enough information and they're going to do what's right for them. And many of them, it's going to be enroll as a customer or brand partner. So if you want to add anything to that, I feel like I covered a lot in a short period of time. But I do want to turn it over to you to talk about the next section, if you're ready for that.
Yes, and I would just add that the daily method of operation has not changed significantly. You used to have send instead of share, but send videos didn't work now that we're using the liveyounger.com. So I like how you moved to the share videos from, you know, either way. And then we needed to let go of the alert. That was a separate step. So we just took that away and added enroll. And what I think is fascinating, Gregory, is that without talking to one another, we were on the same page. You were rewriting the daily method of operation at the same time that I was reorganizing the information for step 3. So why don't we go down to step 3? And then we got together and And the big thing that came out of the new member training from last Monday, in particular, that really got me into action, got me to get started, was this desire for a checklist, a get started checklist. It was overwhelming interest in that. And I knew we had one, but it was difficult to find. And you reworked it. It's beautifully laid out, Gregory. Thank you so much. So under number 3, stay connected. What we have here is essentially the same information as we had before, but I really like categorizing things and putting things together, looking for patterns. I know that's one of the keys for learning new information, is looking for patterns. So with Gregory's permission, I reworked it. So it begins with personal planning session. And notice the emphasis here is on the new brand partner asking for this personal planning session, like putting the responsibility on their shoulders. Like, if you want a good business, this is what you do. And whether people ask you or not, your brand new partner asks you for one, will really tell you a lot about the degree of speed that they're interested in, or the strength of their goals. Not always, but it can be an indication. You don't want to drag them kicking and screaming to a personal planning session. the next category, basic websites, many brand new members I found were confused with, oh, there's so many websites, and I'm getting confused, and I can understand that. So here are the basic websites. We've got our personal LifeWave website, put that at the top, and then liveyounger.com. So right away, they know that's our team, LifeWave and X39 marketing website. LiveYoungerSuccess.com. It's a business training website for brand partners success, and liveyoungerproducts.com for all about products for customers and BP. So those are the basic websites to get them oriented. If we scroll down to page 2, Gregory, just so we get subscribed to at the top. So once again, grouping the 3 things we want them to subscribe to for their success. And one is a corporate email list for members in the resources section of your LifeWave back office, or people may have registered for that at the time of enrolling. So that's one thing to subscribe to. Next is a liveyoungernewsletter.com. It's a weekly team newsletter. And the third thing that you do subscribe to, which is why it's put together like this, is a text reminder system. And really, I think those 3 things are key. Then we have our Facebook groups. We have Live Younger Face. So I put all of those together. Live Younger Facebook, liveyounger.fb.com. It's a private group for Live Younger brand partners. And Liz, I loved your emphasis on encouraging people, bringing to their attention, you must answer the questions or you're just declined. And so by putting that there, it emphasizes the importance. Then the vibrantlivingfb.com for Live Younger guests, customers, and brand partners. We're not describing at this point what they do, just here they are. LifeWave Corporate. So for this one, you need to go to Facebook and do a search, and you're going to search for LifeWave's Business Builders Group, all of that. It's the only way to get there. Well, not probably the only way, but the easiest way, just to do that search. And then the weekly webinar schedule. Liz, Rob, and Gregory and I really worked on how we wanted to do this. So we did the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right through to Thursday. With Sunday, we've got the Pacific and the Eastern time, which helps people overseas with the 7:30 p.m. ET. That seems to be the main focus that they leap off of to count the hours. So Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, we've got the X39 Share and Learn with Health Practitioners, ConnieZoom.com. At this point, I want to send out a hurrah, a thank you, give you a big hug, Connie, for sharing so liberally with all of us what you have been doing with your team and just allowing all of us to participate. I've heard only wonderful rave reviews. I love how you organize it. What a place to bring guests. So Connie, big, huge thanks to you. Then Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, we have our morning miracle call, liveyoungerchat.com, and notice how we uppercase the chats and the Zooms to separate them. So glad you had the wisdom, Gregory, to take out all those domain names to keep us organized. And then Monday, 6 p.m., here we are now in our community updates and training. Tuesday, LifeWave X39 intro with health practitioners. Wednesday, we worded at LifeWave Connect webinars. First Wednesday is the product, meaning first Wednesday of the month, and third Wednesday for business. And Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 30 minutes of business training at liveyoungerchat.com. And once again, big thank you to Connie and your team. Thursdays at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, Spanish webinar. Replays, so we've got 2 replays. Once again, categorized, grouped together, looking for patterns, liveyoungeryoutube.com, our team webinar replays. I noticed there was a question earlier on in the chat, where do we find the replay for tonight's call? And there you are, liveyoungeryoutube.com. That's the team webinar replays. And for the corporate replays and educational videos, go to lifewavehealthyoutube.com. So I do believe if we scroll down just a bit further, Gregory, one of your pithy aphorisms that we all know and love, success tips. Success is not magical. It's mathematical. So do the daily, as Patty Levesque says. This is your daily activity, daily, keyword, daily method of operation. Okay, over to you, Gregory. Thank you for letting me co-create with you. I love your vision.
Well, thank you for helping organize it, because it was a little unwieldy when you looked at all the different things, but when you could break it into category, okay, so there's 4 websites, there's, 3 things to subscribe to, there's 3 Facebook groups, here's a list of webinars, and it's robust, and we don't expect anybody to be on all of them, but they're available to you for different purposes and different people, and then replays. So it's just so organized. And I want to jump back over and show you, the good news is exactly what we just showed you in this checklist is exactly what you're going to find here on the website. So thank you, Liz, for jumping through hoops today and getting this all put together. But it's the same 4 steps. It's the same stay connected, the same personal planning, basic websites. So we've reorganized. And on here, we added download the weekly Zoom schedule here. So Judy created this beautiful document that someone could print out and have desktop near your desktop, on your wall, but it's all right there. So we've covered so much, and just so grateful for everyone. And I hope you enjoy this simplified daily method of operation. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Liz, Robin, and everyone else that contributed so much for this. Any final comments, Judy?
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Get started. Out of the gate, get started. Keep it simple.
All right. Well, we're going to shift gears here, and I'm going to go back and pull up the newsletter because we have a couple dear friends and guests on with us. We have Lavelle and Mijay Scotton, executive directors, and they're going to cover law number 2 of the Atomic Habits Book Club. So if you guys would like to turn your camera on, and I'm going to bow out and pass it over to you, our gorgeous, beloved friends from Southern California.
Thanks, Gregory. Enjoy, Judy. Just amazing, guys. I was just sitting here thinking about how teamwork makes the dream work. And Gregory, you along with the group has put together so many tools. It's just phenomenal for everyone to have the success that they desire by just using these tools. We like to say, let the tools do the talking. So, man, we got everything we need, guys, and we're just very excited. So, my name is Lavelle Scott, along with my beautiful bride, Mijay Scotton, and she is the one who actually introduced me to the home-based business 25 years ago. I've shared this before. Where the only thing when we were, let me do this, Greg. I think we're going to need the. Can we? Am I a co-host, Gregory?
Yeah,
so that I can share a screen. Okay, great. And then she actually, all she said to me when we were dating is, "You need to meet my cousin." And I've been in this industry ever since. So anyway, I went to a presentation and thought, okay, I'm gonna do this. And we've been around the industry myself for 25 years, and Jay for
over 30.
Over 30 years, and very, very exciting. Her mom was in a whole lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. So anyway, so today we're going to be talking about the second law. We got the book, guys. We went to Barnes and Nobles and we bought the book Atomic Habits. And guys, we've been reading a lot of personal development ever since I've been around network marketing. We've been reading book after book, listening to tapes, going all the things. And I like what you said, Gregory, about you don't have to make everything, but you need to show up to blow up. You need to show up to blow up. And this second law, make it attractive. And my wife and I, we were in another group that we had about 20,000 people in. And it says, I'm going to go over chapter 8, Mijay's going to go over chapter 9. In chapter 8, it starts with how to make a habit irresistible. And in our group before, like I said, we had about 20,000 people. And we said, if it ain't fun,
we ain't doing it.
We ain't doing it. So guys, we like to keep it fun. We like to keep it simple. We like to keep it duplicatable, easy and magical. And I stole that from another guy that is just amazing. Some of you have been around the industry. His name is Jeff Roberti. I stole that from him. And this is the industry where you can actually, we call it RAD, rob and duplicate. You can steal here and not go to jail, guys. So here you go. So anyway, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to encourage everybody to go get the book, or you can download it. We actually downloaded the book as well. So let me pull it up here. Let me see. Pull it up. Okay. Cool. Man, I hope you can see that.
Nice.
Can you see that? Can you see that, Greg?
Looks good. Looks good. Uh-huh.
Okay, and you can download the book for free, even though we purchased it, or you can listen to it. And it has so many gold nuggets in there, guys. So many gold nuggets. So we have a few minutes to share with you some of the things that some of the things we've known, but sometimes you have to hear it again.
Gotta refresh.
Yeah, you have to hear it again. And the second law, as I said, is what? To make it attractive. Everybody, my wife is attractive. So, everybody wants something that's attractive, okay? So I'm just going to read this and then I'm going to share some thoughts. So the second law of behavioral change is make it attractive. The more attractive an opportunity is, the more likely it is to become habit forming. And I just want to applaud the team with Gregory and Robin's leadership. They've made our group, the Live Younger group, very attractive, guys. Made it very attractive and inviting for people to not reinvent the wheel, just to, like we like to say, plug in to win, okay?
Yeah.
Habits are a dopamine-driven feedback loop. When dopamine rises, so does our motivation to act. So when I was a child, okay, my dad, he was a teletypist for the government, also a minister, but every year his job had an event, a picnic, West Point Park. And I would get so excited. So I think my dopamine was raised because it was all about anticipation that I would go to this picnic every year because it was just so much fun, amusements and everything. Okay, guys? That's my story, that just raise your dopamine, whatever makes you excited. Okay, guys? I like to say excitement sells. Now, it is about sharing and caring, of course, but guess what? It's driven by your passion as well, okay? Okay, it is the anticipation of a reward, not the fulfillment of it, that gets us to take action. And I just want to let that sink in. It's the anticipation, guys. And a lot of times we always talk about, hey, if you build it once, and that's this company, Lifeway, we build it once, you can take care of you for a lifetime. And I like to say pros make the does. If you're in it for the income, guys, you want to master the mundane. We like to teach master the mundane. The greater the anticipation, the greater the dopamine spike. And when I saw that, I gotta be honest, when I saw that you make $25,000 a week, I got excited. $25,000 a week. Like, how many people make $25,000 a week? And
That you know.
yeah, that you know personally, yeah. And so my dopamine was very high, guys. So I'm very excited to be able to help other people do the same thing. But like Jim Rohn says, hey guys, when it's a mutual, when you can help other people and help yourself at the same time, that's a good thing. That's a great thing, okay? Now, this is what I really want to focus on, though. Temptation bundling is one way to make our habits more attractive. The strategy is to pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. I want you to let that sink in, okay? The strategy is to pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. So for me, okay, my why in network marketing is take care of my family. They like they say, your why needs to make you cry. And I'm very passionate about taking care of my family because my father was a minister, plus he worked for the government, but he was a great provider. So that's just innate in me that I want to take care of my family. So what I need to do, right, and what I want to do, I make it fun for me to go out and make it happen for my family. I need to take care of my family because that is something I'm very passionate about. So I'm gonna give everybody some homework. How about this? I want to give you a little homework that you pair it with whatever it is that you want to do. Like, for example, I always want to be number one. And you know, like especially when I play basketball, I never like to lose. I always want to win. So I want to be one. So that makes me just drive. What's going to drive you? That's the key. But you can make it fun, exciting, whatever it is that's going to drive you. Pair it. It's bundle it. They talk about bundling all the time on TV, but bundle that, guys. Think about one thing. One thing. Yeah, that's right. I don't know State Farm, but anyway, what's that one thing, guys, that you can change to create a new habit? That's your homework. For me, I'm going to pass it over to my beautiful wife, Mijay. She's going to take it from here.
Wow, honey, that was great.
Monday night.
Awesome. And you made a little brownie points too. I love it because believe me, if it ain't fun, we ain't doing it. That is our motto throughout our whole life and our children. So they know, okay? No drama for your mama, okay? So like I said, if they ain't fun, and if we can't have class participation and feel good and inspire yourself, learn how to inspire yourself. Learn how to enlighten yourself. Self-development. I mean, it is the best of dopamine I have ever experienced because getting hyped, but realness, not that hype that fades, but the hype that you know within yourself that, hey, check this out. If you're going on a date, aren't you more excited about getting ready for that date? Think about that. Absolutely, right? So I know that when I was coming up in my earlier years, my mom taught one good thing. Well, she taught many great things, but the one thing that led me on my path and communicating the community that she allowed me to be in, which was the pageantries that I was involved with. And finding that group, finding that community, finding that culture, you know, being excited about the preparation, you know, and getting nervous about being in the preparation, you know, but you take those nerves and you take that preparation, you make it obedient to your achievement, to your success, to what you want to go after. So, tell you a little bit about me. My name is Mijay Scotton, as my beautiful husband and my wonderful brother over there, Gregory, had mentioned. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My mom was truly an entrepreneur. And I grew up in that, in every network marketing there was in the 60s and the 70s. I'm aging myself, right? Yes. Okay. So the one thing she always talked about, always be in the position to write your own checks. Always be in the position to write your own checks. That stuck in my mind. Mom, what do you mean by always be in the position to write your own checks? Well, that meant, honey, that you need to learn how to make money work for you and not you work for the money.
Wow.
I was like, okay. Now I'm in junior high, okay? Junior high. And she started very early with me in elementary and then junior high. And then when I got into high school, I was running my own game. And so she said, always be in the position to write your own checks, less time, more money, but you got to put the time in order to get the money. Did you guys catch that? All right. I hope you're taking notes because note takers are money makers. All right. So that is what stirred me. That is what excited me, you know, and that's what kept me going. And when she started putting me into pageantry in junior high, and I became this, I became that, da 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 da. I wound up being in 17 pageants, 22 pageants and won 17 of them. And that's including being the first Black Miss Santa Monica. So with that said, you know, my drive was not to always do it for the win, but what could I get out of it? How can it better me? How can I not only better me, but how can I be inclusive? How can I be involved? How can the people be involved in my life? What are we going to do as exchange? Because I understood one thing my mother told me. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to accept you. But you be the best person that you can be, and they'll fall in love with you. I was like, poof, right? So this is the industry of just that. It's the industry that the more you share, the more you know, the less you say, the more you get, because you're drawing them in. You're drawing the people in. And so I learned how to become Miss Congeniality. I wanted to be everyone's friend, whether they were mine or not. So that was my key. So I knew if I won the judges over, I knew if I won the girls over, as catty as they were, I knew I could do this. It was my behavior. It was my habit. You guys follow me here? Okay, so this is a summary of the role of family and friends in shaping your habit, my habit. And that's what it was. My mom shaped my habits. And my culture shaped my behavior. Did you guys get that? That's powerful. Because the culture that I wind up being in, I saw the do's and the don'ts. So I knew by seeing that what I didn't want to do, and I knew by seeing that what I did want to do. And so I knew what would get me further. So it is always, always best to apply yourself. And Mama always said this too. She always taught the power of five, the power of five, the power of five. 5 minutes can change your life. It'll change your attitude. It'll change your thoughts. It'll change your mood. It will change everything. If you put 5 minutes to your checking account, all right? Instead of ignoring it, it'll change your balance, especially if it's high or low, right? So you can pay attention to that. And so she taught me that, you know, and putting 5 minutes to build a good habit towards a bad habit. Take the time to put 5 minutes into your life. And when we tend to adapt or adopt our habits that are praised and approved by our culture, whatever we are part of, it becomes a stronger desire to fit in and also to belong. So my tribe was my pageant that I was in. My tribe became my modeling group, company that I wound up owning at 16 and a half years old. And it was very involved. I became, they became, we became, and we became stronger in a group. And that's what entrepreneurship is. You're being stronger, number by number, group by group, as they enter your community, your culture, that you are set. Each one of you set your own culture. You're not only joining, but you are creating. So that's important. And we need to tend to imitate the habits of 3 social groups. Now, pay attention, because this is also going to be your homework. Okay? Gotcha. All right. So This is also going to be your homework. We tend to imitate the habits of 3 social groups: the close, family, and friends, the many, the tribe, the powerful, those with status and prestige. So what group do you fit in? Where are you? Are you creating your own group? Are you creating your own tribe, your own culture? Okay, and how does that look? So I want to know that. How does that look? All right. One of the most effective things you can do to build better habits is to join the culture. So I joined the culture by getting involved in those things that made me shine. Okay, and that I could lift up and shine through others. And so you want to do that. And where? Where are these cultures? Your desired behavior is the normal behavior. So just being yourself. You don't have to be somebody else. Just being yourself, right? Okay. And don't try to do it to impress. You need to feel good within your skin, that what you're doing and how you're doing and who you're doing it with is an incredible opportunity to lift everyone up. Because what happens when the waves come in, the ship will rise, right? So you want to be that for everyone. You already have something in common with the group. That's why you joined the group, okay? The normal behavior of the tribe often overpowers the desired behavior of the individual, okay? So what does that mean, you know? So that's my question to you. I want hands raised. What does that mean? All right. To have your normal behavior, is that indicating that there is one that's not normal? Okay. So we have that, you know, two-sided personality, but we want the real you to stand up and stand out. Okay. And most days, we rather be wrong with the crowd than right by ourselves. If a behavior can get us approval, respect, praise, then we find it attractive. And so, guys, learn how to be patient with yourselves and learn how to be attractive from the inside. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And I was so excited to be a part of the Live Younger family. We're going to turn it back over to you, Greg. Thanks so much for letting us share. God bless everybody.
You guys are amazing. We love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, golly. So welcome to the Live Younger tribe, right? We are tribal by nature. And one of the things that's beautiful about our tribe is we get together and celebrate success. We celebrate the success of our products. We celebrate the success of our business. And so we just want to celebrate you, Lavelle and Mijay. Thank you so much for, really drilling down on, that law number 2 in Atomic Habits and personalizing it with some of your own stories. That was wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again and just bring a couple major events to everyone's attention, which you probably already have in your attention. This is the week upcoming, this Saturday, only a few days from now, Vision 2024, our annual virtual kickoff event where David and the corporate executives are going to be sharing, the extended vision. As our vision keeps evolving, it's really becomes our shared vision of how we can enhance and extend lives, with our wonderful products, our business, and our opportunity. So I know that we're going to have a few close friends over as Robin's recovering. We're not going to have a house full like we've sometimes done. We're going to have a few people over. Encourage all of you to do the same. And, if it's not at your house, go to someone else's house. But, get together and enjoy the activities. We're going to all be, I'm sure, thrilled. David's always got a surprise up his sleeve. And then a new event that just came on the horizon here in the last week or so is in February. Those of you that live in Florida, those of you that like to go to Florida, I'm one of those. I'm going to Florida. I'll be there. I look forward to seeing some of you, maybe many of you there for David Schmidt and stem cell activation coming to Orlando. This is a community event being hosted by Senior Presidential Dr. Stacy. He's doing a great job. And it's going to be followed up. It's a 9 to 5. It's an all-day event. David's going to be taking the whole morning, and then the afternoon it's going to be business training. And then in the evening, we got a DJ and a band. So we're going to get together and build community and celebrate the tribe, the LifeWave tribe together. Update their Cancun qualifiers list has been updated, and now there's FAQs available. There's a click through here. Congratulations to qualifiers, and some of you are very close. So we really look forward to a lot of you enjoying that trip to Cancun. And there's a big special announcement. As I mentioned this morning on our Monday morning miracle call, our Tuesday night calls have gone through a number of iterations. And, this was a call, originally it was hosted by Kai Jacobson with Dr. Nicholas. And they did it every Tuesday night for like 10 years. And then we came on board and Kai passed the torch to Robin. She started hosting Dr. Nicholas every Tuesday night. And Dr. Nicholas, after he'd done it for 11 years, and he said, and we had some doctors joining the team, he kind of passed the torch to Robin and Dr. Shauna Young, a naturopath and PhD. And for an extended period of time, every Tuesday night, it was Robin interviewing Dr. Shauna with Q&A. Well, Dr. Shauna took a little, we kind of evolved to make it a rotating schedule with a number of health practitioners and doctors on our Tuesday evenings. And we're very excited that Dr. Shauna has agreed to step back into the rotation. And this is the first time, if you haven't ever heard Dr. Shauna, a special opportunity. You're going to love tomorrow evening. Invite your friends, your prospects, your customers, your brand partners. But that's tomorrow evening on our LifeWave X39 intro that Robin will be interviewing our dear friend, Dr. Shauna Young. So those are the major, the rest is pretty much straightforward. It's all the regular calls that we have on a regular basis. And so with that being said, we've gone a little bit over, but this was a juicy call. We covered a lot of ground. So I want to thank everyone, especially Judy and Liz, for all the work together we did to create that updated quick start or get started checklist, the new name, get started checklist, and the updated proven plan of action or daily method of operation. And I want to thank all of you for participating, being part of this great Live Younger tribe, and where we celebrate success together. So thanks, everyone. Have a blessed evening, and we'll see you on one of the next calls. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. God bless. Have a great one.
God bless everyone. Bye-bye.